Hello students. So we will start continuing the last class exercise. All right, so we have done this character. Now I have actually made this one final, okay, with the coloring and all. I didn't want you guys to send the video because that's a long process. And anyways, I want you to design your own character if you want. So this coloring and all are not important, but make sure all of them are uniformly colored and properly, uh, drawn for each and every of these poses. Okay. Now, after doing that, what I have done is I have made that into a symbol. Okay. So I think I have shown this one in their last video, last exercise, how to convert one complete animation into a symbol. It's basically copying all the frames. All right. You can go into a new symbol and paste frames. All right. So for example, I'll show here. So if I want to copy this, you can select all the frames. Okay. Right click. So you have the option copy frames or called Control Alt C. So you can copy the frames, new symbol. All right. Now here you can again right click and paste frames or Control Alt V. Okay. So whatever frames you have made, all of them, that can be multiple layers. It doesn't matter. That can be 10 layers. You can copy everything. Okay. Copy frames. Don't press Control C. Then only one frame will be copied. Just select all the frames, right click, copy frames. Okay. Go into a new symbol. From insert, you can go into a new symbol. In there, just click on the right click on the timeline and then paste frames. So Control Alt C or Control Alt V. Okay. In that way, I can delete this one. So in that way, this all the frames will be there in your symbol, right? Now you know that you can just fetch the, bring the symbol from your library, right? If you can't see your library, just go into the Windows and there you can see library or Control L, the library will come. So you can drag the file from the library and it will be there. You can resize it, you can make it big, small, whatever. Okay. Now, what we need to make is the background. All right. Now the background will also, as we have done in the background design we have done, the background will be animating, right? So for that, we are going to make the background layer by layer. Generally, whenever you're designing a background, as I have told, there will be a back layer, there will be a middle ground, and there will be a foreground. So background, okay, the back portion of the background, which is the farthest part, the middle ground, right, which is the middle part, and the foreground, which is the nearest part to you. And generally we start designing from the background. So this is your character layer. So just name it, okay, bouncing character, bouncing man, because we are going to draw one more character. Okay, lock it because we don't need it now. So let's make this a hill layer. And we are going to draw the hill. Before coloring, just make sure you have done all the drawings properly. You can use a shape tool, but I prefer to draw freehand. Now I don't need my hill layer too big than this frame because that is not going to move a lot. Okay, maybe a little bit on this side. Okay, so let's say this is my hill layer. Behind the hill layer, I want to make the sun. So, sun. And I want to make a cloud layer. Whenever one easy way of doing a background is just do everything as layers, as separate layer. Don't keep two separate different thing in one layer. Okay. So let's say this is the sun, sorry, the clouds layer. Okay. So I'm coming from the farthest point. First the sun, then the cloud, then the hill, then I will draw the middle ground, or let's say sorry guys, just hold on a minute. Sorry about the disturbance. I was putting laptop in charge. Yeah. So now it's the middle ground. So the grass, okay, or the field. Let's name it the field. Okay, so for now, to understand it better, let us fill everything with white. Or we can color it directly. All right, so after the field, we will have in front the grass. Right in front, we will have the grass layer. Okay. And I want to make one more character as a background. Now I need to bring the bouncing man in front of the field. So the bouncing man will be between the field layer and the grass layer. Behind the man, I want another character, standing man. So let's draw a simple character. Don't worry about the size now, because later we can increase and decrease the size. All right, so all my layers are there. Now what I need to do is basically this field layer and the grass layer, I need to push them more towards this side. Also, I want the standing man to, start from here and move. Okay. Now let's color them and convert each of the layers into symbol. So let's start from the sun. Okay. The sky, sorry, I have missed the sky layer. So um, the sky layer will come here. So select a more lighter color. Okay, so I need to change this color of the cloud. And the hill. If this is happening, then lock the other layers. Okay, then nothing will be disturbed and you can only right. Rather, you can put different shades on the different heels. So these two heels can be one color. This one, okay. Draw this part in. Okay, so let's lock it, then the filled, unlock it. Let's give a nice green. Say I can say this portion of the hill, it's proper, so I can go back, select the hill, just wait it, right? Keep an eye for all these small problem. It happens, doesn't matter. So I have the green layer, the filled layer, the standing man I'll come and do. Then the grass. So let's select darker green. Okay. Now let's come back and do the standing man. Let us hide all this. Let's bring him here. I'm not going to complicate anything. Just give him a single color because the front character is also having a same color, just a different color scar. Okay. Now, I'm going to convert each part into a symbol. Okay, so select the grass layer. F8 grass. Next, bouncing ball is there, standing man. Select the standing man. F8. Standing man. Okay. Filled. F8. Filled. Then the hill. F8. Hill. Clouds. F8. Clouds. I'm not going to animate sun and the sky, so you can leave it. All right. But if you want to animate it, you can animate it and also convert to the symbol. So let's name it sun. Let's have everything in symbol and sky. This is a mandatory step to convert everything into symbol. Okay, or else you cannot work. You cannot twin. All right. So everything is in symbol. Now we are going to animate the background. So that this now what we are going to move the field and the grass, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to loop, I mean, make another loop, right? So we are going to select this. Okay. Control. Shift V. So we have pasted another layer and we're going to push it. And make it long. Okay, so so now what we're going to do is not here, but now this is a symbol, right? So let's enter this symbol. Now we are going to copy it, paste in place, drag it. Place it properly. You would need to clean this. So you have a continuous big place of the feet, right? We won't be needing this much, but let's have this big, then come out. Right? Let's say now only for the field, we will have F6 keyframe. Now we are going to drag it to the other side. While dragging it, we need to match it completely. So for example, you can mark a space. Okay. So for example, we have this place over here. You can see the arrow mark. Right. So this is my reference. So here it's here in this place in the first frame, the last frame, I'm going to push this. And mark over here. So this is my bump. So in the last frame, I'm going to push it. So that it matches exactly. Let's say over here. Okay, so now if you select create classic twin, is going to be animated. Okay. So see the output. Okay, so at one place I can see the white of the background. So let's make the hill layer even bigger. And I don't want this much movement, so I can reduce it. think the placement is a bit. Okay, so it seems to be a continuous loop, right? Delete that arrow. Now, this one depends on you, how much speed you want. If you don't want this much speed, then just you can decrease the size of this whole part if you don't want this much big. Okay, so the first one is here. Last frame, then okay. So let's add this. Now the grass, similarly, we need to go in. Okay, copy everything. Control V. This place, paste in place. Just drag it. Okay. Come out. So here it's over here, and at the last frame, F6. And zoom in a little bit. Can place it exactly at its previous position. So convert to classic twin, right? So the grass and the background, the grass layer is moving, isn't it? So this is how you can do the background. You can, at the same way, move the hill. The hill is farther away, so it won't move in this much speed. So at the first frame, just drag it a little bit, okay, towards the left. The last frame, drag it a little bit towards the right, and you can give it to a classic twin as well. Okay, it is coming back. So let's not do this now. We will do the hill in a different way. All right. The last thing I need to show you is the okay. So for this week, just do until this. The background and yes, and animate the background. So your final product for this week should be okay. And another thing is I need to increase the size of this bouncing band. It's because it's too small. So shift and increase the size. Got it. We can move the man, the standing man. So the idea is we can start it from here. All right. And the man will be ending the last frame. Again, F6 will end the man with here out of the frame. Give it the classic tween. Okay. So at this part where the man is entering, go create, go inside the symbol of the man, create F6 in third frame, create F6 in the middle. So here at the first frame, just transform, flip horizontal. Okay. Flip horizontal here, sorry. Sorry, at the last frame, right click, transform, flip horizontal. So he's starting like this and ending like this. In the middle frame, delete everything. We are going to zoom in. And draw a in between. Just make sure you have the perfect colors. Okay, so I have the perfect in between. Now it's like the man is turning from this side to this side. Okay, so let's go back. So So for here, we need to say if it's in single frame, we can go to the properties, we can select frame. Okay, so for here, now it's like the man is just turning in every frame, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to select the first frame, select the symbol. Now, if you go to the properties, right, you will find this looping. After color effects, you will find looping. Just select single frame. Okay, single frame. Also, at the last frame, you may make sure that this is also in single frame. Select the symbol, find looping, single frame. Okay. Now around this place, I need the man to turn. Okay, so here we are going to do something called the frame picker. Also, first see whether this is in. Now here I need the man to turn around a little bit. Okay, so here. So say here, so insert a keyframe, select the symbol. First select whether it is single frame and then click frame picker. Okay, click frame number 2. Then I need the man to turn over here a little bit, here, 5, here, again F6, insert a keyframe, select the symbol, click on the symbol, then it will come in single frame. So frame picker, frame number 3. Last will be frame number 3. So if you're playing it, So for the first frame, it will be frame number 1. Okay. At this place, it will be everything should be single frame. It should be frame number 2. And at this place, it should be frame number 3. Everything should be again single frame. The last should be also frame number 3. So if you play it, it will look like the man is turning around. Okay, so we are going to again do this in the next class. So I just showed you how to do this one. Okay, and so for this week, just do the background. We are going to do this frame picking again in the next class, explain in details. If you can't understand it, it's fine. We will again do it. But this background should be done properly. Again, use your own imagination. Don't to copy exactly what I'm doing, but the animation should be properly done, right? Apart from that, you can have your own background design. You can select your own colors. You can draw your own characters. Doesn't matter. Okay. So yes, we will continue the same exercise next week. Also complete this work, and probably I'll ask your monitors to send me the works. I'll talk with your monitor, but do the work properly and finish it up till this stage. No need to do the frame picking animation because we will do it in the next class again. Okay. And we will finish this work also. I'm stopping the video over here. Please do the work properly.